I'm sure you've heard the saying, practice what you preach, right? Well, we're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Julie Brooks, juliebrooks.life, and we are going to talk about practicing what we preach and maybe why we preach it in the first place. So there are a lot of professionals out there that are saying one thing and living another in their life. You know who they are. You can spot them. So, side note on that, don't take advice from people that you don't want to be like. Whatever it is in their life, and we do this all the time, especially with our parents. Sorry, parents, but a lot of the time you say, well, I did this and this is how this happened and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, but do I want your life? I do not want your life. So please pay attention to that. And that's a little note to the kids out there too, because more often than not, kids do what they see, not what they hear. So parents, you gotta start living the life that you are preaching about. All right. So let's remove that for a second. You guys know that I preach about things like Whole Foods and moving your body daily and all this other kind of stuff. And I absolutely do the moving your body thing. And I probably 90% do the Whole Foods. But sometimes I don't. And I want to talk to you guys about that today. Why do I tell you to eat whole foods? Well, I usually give you an explanation, and the explanation is that when we're throwing chemicals into our body and things that our body doesn't recognize, our body has a hard time. And that can actually, over time, lead to chronic illness. So, when you do it once in a while, I always give you guys a break. I always say, don't worry about it. Once in a while, it's not a big deal. But here's the thing, guys. Once in a while doesn't always stay once in a while. Often it goes a little bit further than that. But I want to tell you a little story about a very recent situation. All right, so I love sweets, but I don't usually partake in them. Or I'll make a sweet out of Whole Foods and monk fruit and, make it myself. But have you ever heard of marshmallow fluff? I love marshmallow fluff. I know, it's the most ridiculous thing. But I'll put it like on a wrap or I'll, top something with it. And I haven't done that very much in my life. But I got into a little habit. It's like, I'm just going to put a little bit of marshmallow fluff here and a little bit of marshmallow fluff there. And then I started having just a little bit at the end of my meal. Calorie-wise, not the worst thing on earth. It's 45 calories for 2 tablespoons. I don't know why I know these things, but I do. But here's the thing, guys. It was absolutely messing with my guts. I would get pains around my chest, really like lower chest, rib cage,